Hi everyone, I am Almeida C. Tanggote and our topic is about thermodynamic. What is thermodynamic? Thermodynamic is a science that studies heat, energy, and how they move. It explains how energy flows in everything from engines and refrigerator to the human body and weather. So, ang thermodynamic ay isang pag-aaral kung saan pinag-aaralan dito ang init at enerhiya at kung paano sila gumagalaw. Tinutulungan tayo nito upang maintindihan kung paano gumagalaw ang isang bagay na gumagamit ng enerhiya katulad ng refrigerator and ang ating katawan. Bakit nga ba mahalaga ang thermodynamic? Una is it help us understand how machine works upang maintindihan natin kung paano gumagana ang mga bagay na ginagamit natin sa pang-araw-araw katulad ng rice cooker at refrigerator. Pangalawa, it explain how our body produce energy from food. Tinutukoy din dito kung paano gumagana kung paano nagpo-produce ng energy ang ating katawan mula sa ating mga kinakain. At lastly is it guides engineer to make better, safer, and more efficient technology. Tinutulungan din ito ang mga engineer kung paano gumana ang isang bagay or mas maging successful ang kanilang mga project bago nila ito ilabas sa publiko.
Good day, my name is Amelia Biginal and now we're going to tackle about the law of thermodynamics. So the first law is the direct law of thermodynamics. So this law defines the concept of thermometer. For example, if object A is the same temperature as object B and object B is the same temperature of object C, so the object A and object C is the same temperature. So when you say direct law, that's the balance of temperature. So the second one is the first law of thermodynamics, or also known as the law of energy conservation. So this means energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. And we have a formula for this, but I will show it later. So what it means? So it means that if you add heat to the system, it can increase the system internal energy. So for example is, imagine a gas in a piston. You heat the gas so it increase. The gas expand and pushes the piston so it does work. What's left over increases the gas internal energy. So that's my assigned topic. Thank you.
Okay, so good day everyone. By the way, my name is Lumamba Sumaya C. So let's tackle about the continuation of law of thermodynamics. So the first is second law of thermodynamics. So this law says that in any natural process, the total disorder called the entropy of an isolated system will always increase over time. So tumataas siya. It also means that the energy tend to spread out and became less useful for doing work. So every time na yung energy is nag-changes, some of it becomes less useful or usually as heat. Kaya nagiging dahilan siya kung bakit umiinit yung cellphone pag nagcha-charge or kung sobra na yung paggamit mo ng phone. Next is third law of thermodynamics. So the third law of thermodynamics says that as a system gets closer and closer to absolutely zero, that's 273.15 0 Kelvin, its entropy or level of disorder approaches 0.2. So as something gets colder, its particle became more ordered or organized until there is almost no movement. In simple term, the colder something gets, the more perfectly ordered it becomes all energy.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon, ma'am. And today we're going to discuss what are the differences between temperature and heat. So when you say temperature, is a measure how cold or hot something is. In short, is kung gaano ba kalamig or kainit ang isang bagay. So example, a cup of hot coffee has a higher temperature than the glass of ice water. So the coffee's particles are moving faster than the particles in the ice water. So pag sinabi na naman nating heat is the transfer of thermal energy from one object or system to another due to temperature difference. So example is meron akong hawak na mainit na coffee. So din yung mainit coffee na yun is hawak ko. Then yung init doon sa coffee na yun is nagtatransfer siya sa aking kamay, which is nakakaramdam ako ng mainit. Then, habang yung coffee na yun, yung temperature or yung init doon sa coffee na yun is nagtatransfer sa aking kamay, is unti-unting nawawala yung init doon sa coffee na yun.
Hello ma'am, I am Jalaluddin M. Sky. So, thermodynamic system is have a 3 stages or 3 part of system. First system is open system, a system that can exchange both energy, heat work, and mass with its surrounding. So like for example, is ako naghinhila ko ng hangin, ang pumasok sa katawan ko is oxygen. Kapag nag-exhale naman ako, is ang lumabas sa katawan ko is carbon dioxide. So, ang prosesong ito is nagkakaroon ng palitan ng mass at energy, kaya ito ay open system. So, the next system is closed system, a system that can exchange energy, heat or work, but not mass with its surrounding. So, like for example, is ang buntis is nagkaanak 7 months or 8 months. So, pag hindi complete yung months ng baby, kailangan siya ma-incubator. So, ang incubator ay ginagamit para sa mga bagong silang ay para mapanatili ang tamang temperature at humidity. Hindi ito tumatanggap o naglalabas ng hangin o ibang bagay mula sa labas, kaya ito ay isang closed system. So, in one word, kailangan closed siya. Ang nakafocus lang doon is temperature at humidity. So, the third system is isolated system, a system that does not exchange energy or mass with its surroundings. So, isolation, like for example, isolated na lalagyan na para sa medical sample sa mga isolation upang mapanatili ang temperatura ng mga biological sample habang nililipat. So, inahasang hindi ito nagkakaroon ng palitan ng init o masa habang ginagamit, kaya ito ay tinawag na isolated system. So, sa madaling salita, nasa isolation room siya. Kumbaga, hindi nakakalabas yung energy and mass. So, nandun lang sa loob. Bawal sa lumabas, kaya mananatili lang siya sa loob.
My name is Nasser Salsabiladi. My assigned topic is all about types of energy in thermodynamics. We have 7 types: kinetic energy, potential energy, internal energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, nuclear energy. Kinetic energy, energy due to motion of an object, enerhiya ng paggalaw. Potential energy, energy due to position or elevation, enerhiya dahil sa position. Internal energy, total microscopic energy inside a substance, kabuuang enerhiya sa loob ng bagay. Thermal energy, part of internal energy related to temperature and particle motion, init ng enerhiya. Chemical energy, energy stored in chemical bonds, enerhiya sa chemical na reaction. Electrical energy, energy from electric charge of currents, enerhiya mula sa chemical. Nuclear energy, energy from nuclear reaction or radioactive decay, enerhiya mula sa nucleus ng atoms.
I am Saigamin Hafsa Edge. Thermodynamics is the study of heat and energy, and it plays an important role in many things we use in everyday life. For example, in cooking, heat transfers from the stove to the food. In engines, the heat from burning fuel is converted into energy that makes the vehicle move. Refrigerators and air conditioners use thermodynamic principles to remove heat from inside and release it outside, keeping the inside cool. This shows that thermodynamics is essential in devices that provide comfort and help us in our daily activities.
Good day everyone. By the way, my name is Jamima Sarif. My assigned topic is thermodynamics in the human body. Thermodynamics in the human body. The human body operates as a complex, open thermodynamic system governed by the laws of the thermodynamics to maintain homeostasis, convert energy, and regulate temperatures. First law of thermodynamic energy conservation. The body follow the principle that energy cannot be created or destroyed but transforms between forms. Metabolism converts chemical energy from food into usable energy for bodily function. With excess energy stored as fat or released as a heat. So, how our body uses heat and energy. The human body uses heat and energy in a complex interplay to life and function.
It's not a simple process, but rather a finely turned system involving several key mechanism and processes. That's all.
So, hi everyone, I am Ali Hamima. So, my part to discuss is about entropy and the second law of thermodynamics. So, what is entropy? Entropy means the measure of disorder and randomness. It's a way to describe how organized or messy something is. If something is well arranged, it has low entropy. And if it's messy or random, it high entropy. So, the example is solid ice has organized molecules, low entropy. When it melts into water, the molecules move more freely at high entropy. So, the second law of thermodynamics, energy naturally spread out, means energy does not stay in one place. It always moves or spreads from where there is a lot, like heat in hot water, to where there is less, like cold air. It's like how heat from soap spread into the room. And the second is useful energy becomes less useful over time, means when energy spreads out, it becomes harder to use again. Like when a battery runs out, the energy is gone because it has spread out and is no longer useful. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. This is me, Kandag Saliha, and I am the one who assigned to report the role of thermodynamic in climate and weather, heat transfer environment. Thermodynamics is essential in understanding climate and weather as it's govern heat transfer processes and environment. So it influences atmospheric behavior, energy balance, and the dynamic of weather pattern, ultimately impacting the climate change and the global warming. So the Earth receives heat energy from the sun, and that energy doesn't sit still. It spread, move, and transform. So this is where thermodynamics comes in, the science that explains how heat flows and affect matters. There are three main types of heat involved in our environment, and that is the radiation, conduction, and the convection. So the first one is the radiation. This is how the sun energy reaches the earth to the space. That is why we feel warm on a sunny day even though the space itself is cold. The conduction. Conduction, this is happen when heat moves to the solid materials. For example, the ground heating up on a sunny day and warming your bare feet. That's the example of the conduction. It's through the solid materials. And this convection, perhaps the biggest player in weather. This is the three main types of heat involved in our environment. Thermodynamic help us understand how heat is stored in ocean, how ice melt in polar region, and how greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, leading to the global warming. So, in short, thermodynamics isn't just a science class topic. It's the agent of the Earth environment. It's the agent of the Earth environment affecting the air we breathe, and the rain that falls, and the future of our planets. That's all for my assigned topic, the thermodynamics.
Morning, ma'am. My name is Nurjana Pimaylao, and my assigned topics is thermodynamics in engineering, or how engineers use thermodynamics in machine and structures. Engineering in thermodynamics is an aspect of engineering science that study energy. It's conversation among different forms, the ability to perform or work and properties of the substance involved in the process. It's provide engineers with the basic principle to design engines, power plants, heating system, or even the airplane engines. And ginagawa nila to para ilipat ang isang bagay to or energy to heat to another place nang maayos at ligtas. And there are two types of engineering in thermodynamics. There are chemical engineering and mechanical engineering. And engineering apply thermodynamics to machine and structures designed to optimize performance, efficiency, and safety. Essentially, the thermodynamics provides the framework for understanding and controlling energy transfer and its impact on both functionality and durability or engineered systems.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Juhaima Ibrahim. So, the conclusion of thermodynamics is a single statement, but a collection of powerful principles that shape our understanding of energy, the directionality of natural processes, and thermodynamics is provide a fundamental framework for understanding energy and transformation, and the behaviors of matter and also the energy in the universe. So, pinag-aaralan dito kung paano nagbabago ang enerhiya sa loob ng sistema at kung paano nakakaapekto ang mga pagbabagong ito sa mga katangian ng sistema. Kagaya na lang ng temperatura, presyon, at volume. So, sa madaling salita, ang thermodynamics ay isang mahalagang konsepto na nagpapaliwanag kung paano gumagana ang enerhiya sa mundo at sa ating paligid.